ICR XChange is basically an investor conference, but it's very different than that. It's an open platform where all of the investment banks can attend. A traditional Wall Street conference is thrown by an investment bank where only that investment bank is present and they bring their clients. What we do is we have an open platform where we open up to all the investment banks. So we have 20 of the world's best investment banks sponsoring the event: Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, B of A, Merrill Lynch, etc. And then we have 700 institutional investors, 100 private equity firms, some other folks in there, and we have 175 companies, and they kind of get up on stage, they talk about their investment story, and they really meet people who can buy shares in their company, add to their positions, and then also meet with investment bankers if they need financing. So it's really kind of a platform to share ideas and figure out ways to help companies grow and maximize their equity value over a 3-day period, and we've done it for 15 years now. Companies are up here discussing the very end of 2012, which I think was characterized by Superstorm Sandy in November, disrupted the economy, obviously. The Newtown shootings leading up to the holiday season, I think, took that weekend out of play, and rightfully so. And then, some consumer behavior changes right before the fiscal cliff, people knowing taxes are going up, maybe throttling back their spending. But I would say, looking forward, there's a lot of optimism for 2013. The housing market has come back. Unemployment has crept into a place that's marginally better, and I think because the end of 2012 was pretty soft, companies are looking to positive comparisons in the back half of 2013. So I think people are trying, every industry seems very competitive, and they're trying to get their marketing message and execution lined up to really compete for the year. But it's a fun time of year to do it because everybody has a clean slate, and everyone's just trying to figure out what the trends are going to be in 2013.
There was a lot of buzz around really the food category, restaurant companies. Smashburger is one that I think this is their 4th year in coming, and they have really expanded more nationally to where they're a brand that's on the radar of a lot more people, and also have gotten a lot of attention that has kind of put them to the leadership position in the better burger segment. So I think there's a lot of interest in Smashburger. Zoe's Kitchen was another one that got a lot of attention. I think you're seeing a lot of sort of non-traditional or new formats in the food industry. A lot of it is health and healthy living driven. You see a company like Sprouts, who's a West Coast based company that had a lot of buzz around them. I think there's been some success of other similar companies like Annie's, Natural Foods, and certainly the Whole Foods out there. That's a sector that there's a lot of activity. There's obviously a lot of consumer interest and demand for those, and thus a lot of attention from the investment community. It's a new trend that is really starting to mature here. I think in general the expectations are for a good IPO market this year. Maybe not great. Still a lot of economic uncertainty out there. Still a lot of investor concern, and frankly just not as much capital available or ready to be put to work. But I think it ought to be a good year. There's been a few issues already that have gone well, and hopefully that will continue. And there is definitely a psychological element to the IPO market. With each well received and successful transaction, it makes the next ones easier and easier. So hopefully there'll be some really strong offerings early in the year out of the gate to build confidence and momentum going forward in the year.